Dun, dun, dun. Hello, beautiful people. It's me, Robin by Carpenter Briscoe, your favorite spiritual life coach. I'm wearing my new glasses. What do we think? Yes, I look at life through rose-colored glasses anyway, so I thought I might as well have some rose-colored glasses. How are you doing today? It is Saturday. It is raining here in Baton Rouge, and I am cozy in my studio. I'm very grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be here with you. I'm grateful that we are getting to do this whole gratitude journey together, right? Because we are at the magic and the crystals. Yes, it is true. We are on day 6. Excuse me. And I am loving this. Each day I do a thing and then I remember all over again why I love this practice and also why I wanted to do this with you. I love it. And I think it's so good. And I think it is exactly what's needed often. Like I'm kind of the mind that I will probably do this if not every year, then I will definitely do it every other year. Excuse me, because you have to remind yourself. Also, things change, right? So whatever you were grateful for now in 2 years or even a year from now will not be the thing that you're thinking about because you'll be grateful for whatever's going on right then, right? So no matter how many times you do the practice, you will be able to find something new in it. So we are on day 6, and day 6 is works like magic, because we are talking about what? Work. Excuse me. Now, sorry, it's always that morning thing. I always think I've cleared it and I haven't. Anyway, so work is a wonderful thing. I know it sounds like an oxymoronic statement a bit because work is work, right? Until it's not. Till work is joy. So our two quotes for the day. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. That wasn't in the book. It was written by our favorite writer of all good quotes, Anonymous. No one knows. Lost to the annals of time. However, someone clearly thought it was a good enough quote to write it down, and it has been passed along and passed along. The second quote: the residual effect of all of this focus on gratitude is you begin to feel better about what you already have in your life. Me. Yep, that was in Let's Get Stoned. I do this every time because I'm terrible at the whole reverse thing. Anyway, let's get stoned. Using stones and crystals to create a life that rocks. Written by me. And again, this is exactly what this is about. This I love this practice because it makes you spend all day doing something that maybe feel like toiling, right? And you have to keep finding things that you're grateful for. And meanwhile, there's this like little you in the back going, I love it. What are you grateful for? You know, there's plenty of times that in the back it's going, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, and this is what's wrong with you, and you're wrong, and just wrong, 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 you, wrong, 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 bad, right? That voice is easy. You will have to have the other voice, this other, like, I'm grateful for this. Oh, yes? What are you grateful for? Why are you grateful for it? And you've already been getting into this practice, right? Because of the our gratitude list every day. So it's not such a challenge, I shouldn't think. Excuse me. However, this is what I have to say about jobs and work, because I think the first time I ever worked with a coach that I can remember, like, it being, I can remember the experience. Like, if there was another coach that I worked with, I just don't remember. But I do remember working with a coach when I had a job that I felt like was literally killing my soul, right? I was just like, I'm every time I kept trying to find something fun and I would find something fun in it, there would be some other thing that would just be like, So I ended up, and then I had my sister's friend was becoming a life coach, and she was looking on for people to practice on. And I remember doing this. I had to practice on people. They were all my friends. I still mostly only, I shouldn't say only, a good portion of my clients are friends. I pretty much figure it's because they have been witness to my journey and have watched my life just go woo, and they're like, how am I gonna give me some of that? I'm gonna call Robin. Works, they end up going woo, so everybody wins. I get to work with my friends and they get to feel illimitable. Anyway, so I have some questions for you about the gig that you've got right now, right? Either it's the company you own, your job that you got, the job that you could get, however you are finding money being made is your job, right? So we're not going to split hairs about what you call it. But this is what I want to say. If you are feeling at all ungrateful, nose itching. If you are feeling all ungrateful in your life about in the work that you're doing, then answer these questions. Weren't you grateful when you got your job? When you started your company? When you got that promotion? When whatever, weren't you grateful? What changed? Carefully answer that question, because what really changed was you. You really changed. You know why? Because your perspective changed. Because at the beginning, you didn't really understand what you were getting into, right? So you were like, yeah, I'm so grateful. It's so wonderful. And then you started living it. And as you started living it and being in it, that's when you realized what it was. And it still turned out to be work. Like, it wasn't some like magic money getting thing without actually having to do things and without there being challenges. Sorry, I needed my space. How can you find gratitude about it now? And that is exactly what this whole day is about. So now, if you recall, it said that if you aren't working today, then do this practice on the next day that you work. So if today is not a work day for you, and You can't go. Okay, so this is what happens when when rules happen for me. Okay, here's my deal. You can either wait and do this on a work day and put another day in the other order. And the only thing I can say for you is I won't be able to tell you what stone that is because I don't know which day you chose. Or what I find is that when I'm in an unhappy work situation, I carry it with me all the time. I don't just go to work and leave work and yay, my life is wonderful, then go to work. It's like, yay, my life is wonderful when I'm not at work, except now I'm thinking about work and then I'm telling somebody about something that's pissing me off about work. And then I'm thinking, and then shit, I got another like 36 hours. I have to go back to work. Right. So I carry work with me all the time. So what you could do is if you aren't at work today and are doing this practice and want to stay in order, what you could do is every time work comes up in your mind, as the situation hits you, find something to be grateful about right in that moment. Like, oh, my manager's always on my ass because, they need everything on Tuesday morning. So, and you are really not a morning person, right? Or you are, thinking about the fact that you have class on Monday night and you're tired because you don't get to bed until late because you're studying to get your degree in something and don't they understand, or it's your second job or whatever. Whatever reason that Tuesday morning is annoying to you because your manager is requiring something from you and you're grumpy about it, right? So let's be grateful about it. I'm so grateful I have a job that I have a manager. I'm so grateful that when I get it done on time, I'm able to know what I have to do all week. I'm so grateful that I have the ability to get things done even when I'm tired. Okay, there are like lots of different ways to be grateful, even in the middle of a like grumpy thought. What's the stone for the day? It's a crystal, actually, and it's Smoky Quartz. Oh, now so you can see that one. It must be because it's so much light passes through it. Smoky Quartz. This is a very dear stone to me. It is the stone that belongs to my magic wand. Maybe I'll have my wand on while we're together because we got 22 more days together. So there's probably opportunity for my wand when we're talking about magic. Smoky Quartz, all is well and life is good. Yes. Helps eliminate doubt and worry when you're faced with chaos and confusion. So the reason I chose this as your work stone is because that's often the challenge, right? Is that you can't get to that space of harmony when you are feeling disharmonious. Is that a word? I don't know. I know it's disharmony, so I don't know if disharmonious is a word, but about your job, right? Like if there's some sort of, and even if you love what you do and you love what you do 80% of the time, then we're talking about the 20% of the time that you don't love what you're doing. At those moments, you still got to find gratitude. You still got to find gratitude. Remember what the quote was: gratitude turns what we have into enough. If you want a better job, if you want to change everything like clients of mine do, generally people come to me when they're already successful at what they do. I don't need them to, they don't need me to be more successful, have more success with what they do. That's generally what an executive coach or a regular life coach would do. They have a path and they're generally looking to be more successful at what they're already doing. what I am is I'm a spiritual life coach. So as some people would phrase it, a transformational coach, except transformation sounds really stressful for people. So I'm really speaking to the where I help you, and it is in you understanding your spiritual self. So we have to get to that space of like, where am I going now, right? When you already have success in your life. So often what happens is people come to me when they're like, okay, so I have this success and yet I'm still not feeling all of the about my life. And everyone should be feeling that, right? You are illimitable. It should feel good. Smoky Quartz is all about harmony of like, all is well and life is good. All is well and life is good. If this is what you can get to, even in your most chaotic, confusing, stressful spaces, then you are in. It is good. The magic has happened. You are in flow. Bing! Right? That's almost what it sounds like when my wand strikes my stone. Anyway, so Smoky Quartz, that is the stone for the day. And I would say this is like a stick in your pocket stone, right? Carried in your hand while you're walking around stone. But if you're not carrying it, I'm wearing one. This one actually was a gift. Isn't it cute? It usually, I put it on the short one so that you could see it, but usually hangs on a long one that sits around more like my third chakra. All is well and life is good. You know, this is that. So before you even get to your harmonious heart space, if you are trusting in all being well and life is good, and it right at your third chakra, then it's all gravy from there. It's all beautiful and perfect at that point, because now you are in that harmonious love space and that heart opening, expansive, abundant space. And then you are speaking the truth of who you are, because all is well and life is good and I'm not fearful. You are following your intuition because your third chakra is directly connected to your sixth chakra, to your eye, your third eye. And then, source energy. So if you don't carry this around in your pocket, if you are like me and work from home and can kind of, make it up as you feels good for you, or you have an office that no one is in with you, and I say every time there's a thing, stick it right on your third chakra and go, all is well and life is good. I am grateful for blah, blah, blah at this very moment, because that is it. That's what I would say. So thanks for being with me today. Yay, yay, yay. If you are joining me live, then that means we'll be talking in a couple of minutes on Clubhouse. If not, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time every day of the week so far. I'm on Clubhouse. Let's get stoned. That is the name of the room. Let's get stoned, just like the book. Join me over there. In the meantime, you can like all the things, follow me on Instagram, all the wonderfulness, because all is well and life is good, and I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you. Remember, my friends, you are illimitable. So go and create a life that rocks. I love you.